Hi, how's it going? Sorry it took so long to make this Q&A. I had a lot of stuff to settle with. I just came back to Japan for my studies. And yeah, thanks so much for 8,000 subscribers. And for that, I asked you guys to ask me some questions about myself. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So first question, of all the covered songs, which are the most proud of? I would say maybe PWT Finals theme. The Marnie theme is also something I really like, and probably the recent Champion Karen's theme because I just did something different there. It's my first time like fry screaming into a mic, and I was really nervous when I posted it because I don't know if my scream is like worthy enough for the metal fans, but yeah, it did pretty well. And those are the ones that I'm quite proud of at least. Next question. Hey man, congrats on the 1K. What's your favorite video game of all time? Favorite video game of all time? I think it probably will be Pokemon White 2. It's obviously gonna be a Pokemon game because I do play Pokemon the most. It's probably the Pokemon game that got me in the feels for the first time in a video game. With how the story went, like how N just got like betrayed by his father, and like how he took his revenge after that. And yeah, it's just a great game overall. But I do like other games. Like I played Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, that was awesome. And I did play Stardew Valley recently, which honestly, it's a very chill game. Like sometimes you just want a game that you don't want to deal with the story. So like Stardew Valley is just there to like, occupy your time daily. It's not hard. It's got to plant trees and like, mine some stones and everything. And yeah, I do like a variety of games, but my favorite's still Pokemon White 2. Next question, how many instruments do you play? Which of them do you like the most? Which of them do I like the most? But okay, I do play guitar mainly. I do play the bass, the piano, which I started out with in my life, and violin and saxophone. I'm actually very horrible at it. Like, okay. And I do play the bongos. I do play the drums. I do also play the harmonica a bit, if that counts. But my favorite, like, I really like to play the drums because I'm really more of a percussive guy. So I really like to study rhythm and like, write stuff in a rhythmic way. So I do really like my drums and the bongos. But I mean, guitar is still my main, so it's still my favorite instrument. Next, do you have a song or cover that you really want to create? Thank you for the Wonder Music. Oh, thank you for like supporting me all the time, you guys. But a song that I really want to create. I think like I have like plans, like 4 videos ahead right now, but I do really want to try stuff other than like game music or just Pokemon music in general. I do want to try some like anime music and like movie soundtracks, or maybe just like normal pop songs and everything. But if you have any like suggestions for my next cover, like you can just leave in the comments down below and I'll try my best to serve you as much as I can. Alright, next question. Wow, this is a ton. Congrats on your 1K subscribers, I'm one of them. What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon type? What's your favorite video game? What's your favorite video game music? I'm sorry for asking so much. It's okay, man. Like, y'all here just to get to know me a bit better anyways. But favorite Pokemon, it really depends on like the categories. But for like, let's say like the cool Pokemon type, I really like the birds. Like my favorite regional bird is the Braviary. It just looks so cool. And I've used it a ton of times, especially in my White 2 playthrough. And I do really like Pidgeot as well, like the shiny, although it's quite subtle, but the all gold Pidgeot it's just really cool. And Mega Pidgeot came out, and I screamed when I saw like Mega Pidgeot for the first time, honestly. And for the cute category, it would be Rowlet. I really like Rowlet. It's just like round. It's very fluffy and cute. You just want to squish him all the time. Maybe Snom as well. Jigglypuff, the classic. I mean, Diglett is also very cute. It's just like a little like wiener coming out of the ground, but the nose and the 2 eyes, just like it's just really cute. Just what a favorite Pokemon type. Pokemon type, definitely flying types, which makes me an honorable member of
Team Sky, the best villainous team from the Hoenn region.
Maybe ground type is also my favorite because all my Pokemon teams, I cannot miss out on like getting a flying type and a ground type. Other types, sometimes it depends on the Pokemon whether I like it or not, but for ground types and flying types, these two just really pair well together in doubles especially. And some of the ground type Pokemons are very cool as well, like Dugtrio, I used it a ton of times, and like Mudsdale, which I used it, I think, in my Ultra Sun playthrough. It was really just the MVP of the team, and like it just did so well. Normally, like ground type Pokemons are really bulky, which makes them really useful, and like ground type can just like, it's just super effective against a lot of types, you know? What's your favorite video game? As I mentioned, Pokemon White 2. And what's your favorite video game music? I do not have a specific favorite video game music, but like I think music from Zelda really gives me the chills. They're just like very ambient, and it really makes you relax or like puts you inside the music, you know? And the battle music from Pokemon, obviously, the soundtrack from Mario as well, like the Mario Kart especially, they have the best music. It's just like very happy sounding, you know? Next question, what songs are you planning to cover next? Looking forward to do a cover of. Also found you from your Ultra Necrozma cover. Just want to say amazing job, you really captured the feelings of the original piece and made something new and fresh that still has the soul of the old thing. Aw, thank you. But what songs I plan to cover next? I did mention already, I have like a list of songs that I do plan for my next few videos, but I mean, I am working on a cover on like a Minecraft soundtrack. Didn't know they have this like very cool soundtrack anyways, so yeah, look forward to it. What is your favorite song that you've ever played? Favorite song? Of course I do not have a specific song that I like to play. It really depends on the instrument actually. For guitar, I usually like to play like jazz stuff and like metal stuff, of course, so like stuff from Megadeth, Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon, which I really like to listen to. Those are for metal. And like for jazz, I do really like the Chick Corea stuff, John Coltrane stuff, and just like the real book music sheets. And I do practice them very often because I really like jazz and I really like improvising over like jazz tunes. Hi austeam, I wonder who are your favorite composers, musics and bands and singers. My favorite composer is definitely The Police, the band from the 70s if you don't know. I would consider them my favorite because they taught me a lot of things. At this point, they're like my indirect music teacher. Like just listening to their music, I just really learned a lot from each of the members, you know. Like Sting, of course, being one of the most legendary musicians of all time. Andy Summer, a very underrated guitarist, like you should go check him out. And of course the drummer Stephen Copeland. If you don't know who that is, check him out right now. He's the sickest drummer you ever hear in your entire life. I did mention Bring Me the Horizon. They recently came to Malaysia for like a live event. It was fucking sick. It was my first time on a standing concert listening to my favorite metal band. It was fucking fun. Have you ever taught music? Yes, I actually did. I stopped teaching now, but before I came to Japan, I taught like guitar for like 2 years, I think. But I was just teaching like beginner guitarists, like people who never touched the guitar in their life or just learned like 1 or 2 months and they just need like a teacher to like help them with their learning. But I could definitely tell you, teaching is not as fun as I thought it would be. I mean, it really depends on the student. The active ones, like they do respond to you a lot, which makes the teaching very fun. Like you don't feel like it's a teacher-student kind of interaction already. It's more like a friend kind of reaction. Like you're just talking to your friend while just like teaching something you know. But for like the more quiet ones, I mean I can't blame them. I'm a quiet person myself, but they don't really respond to you, which puts you in this like situation where you have to keep like thinking of what to say next and try to keep the lesson like interesting, you know.
Interesting.
Sometimes you don't know if they actually are enjoying your teaching or not, but I tried my best. It was really tiring. Teaching wasn't the most fun experience. It does really have the stress feeling sometimes, but if you actually want to try teaching, not just guitar, but things that you like, you should definitely give it a try actually, because like teaching actually teaches, not only teaches the students something you know, but it actually teaches you a lot of things. Like I learned a lot. I think my guitar skills like kind of improved from just teaching alone. I do want to teach again just to get those experience back actually. Do you have any other hobbies besides music? I have a few hobbies. They're not the most interesting. I typically just go to the gym. I train Muay Thai. I like cooking a lot, and I also like to go like shopping. It's just these normal things that I do. Like a lot of people do them as well. So like yeah, these are just my hobbies. Alright, last question. Holy shit, this one's Japanese. もし人とバンドを組んでいたら、ギター、ドラム、ベース、キーボード、ボーカル、何がやりたい？今バンドに入ってますけど、ベースプレイヤーとして、でも、僕の性格で昔からバンドを作るとか、他の人と音楽を仕事するとか、ちょっと嫌なので、多分僕がシャイの人から、多分他の人と考え方が違う時に、喧嘩する心配があるから、自分で音楽をやるのが一番安心なのに。だから、そのバンドに入るのが本当に以外のことですね。And yeah, that was my horrible Japanese accent. And thanks for listening to that. Alright, future Austin here. Just came back from the gym and I just realized I totally forgot to answer a very good question, which I really want to answer. So I figured, why not just answer this question while I gobble this midnight oats down, which looks totally delicious right now. I really just want to gobble this shit down. But anyways, the question is, what region's music speaks to you as a musician yourself? Yeah, I think I do learn from as much as possible. Like, I'm from Malaysia, so we do have some pretty traditional rhythm as well, so I do take some part of that. And I think I do like to study like African rhythms, like Cuban rhythms, and apply it to like rock and metal music. The things I do typically as a musician is more of just like straight up metal and rock most of the time, but I do like to add like instruments that are not part of the style itself. Like I do add bongos to like my rock music, and I do like to add like shakers or saxophones through like metal solos. But yeah, I do learn as much as possible, but I would say my style is more of a southern part. I do try to keep the things more traditional than using like samples and digital stuff through my mixes. Although I do really want to try doing digital stuff, I still suck at it, but I do want to try my best. Yeah, that just answers it. Yeah, that was the last question. Thank you so much for watching this long video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these stuff, of just me talking about things, or just make another Q&A video in the future. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.